Good morning, beautiful people. Hang on. I need to fuss at my husband's dog. Chai Chai! Quit it! He's been chewing on himself. Poor baby. His skin is just so dry and flaky and it's just driving him mad. Okay, people. I'm back. Matter of fact, hit that like button, subscribe to my page, hit that bell notification, leave a comment down below. So, what have y'all been up to today? Today is very foggy here in Central Texas. I mean, foggy. And it's like thick as pea soup out there. You can't even cut it with a butter knife. So, I feel like I'm back in San Francisco, which I will never go to again. And we know why. So, but I do still have one remaining family member that lives in San Francisco. She's only like 2 blocks from UC Davis. So, and I worry about her. She's 88 years old, but God forbid if something happens to her, I'm not going out there. I'm not. So, all I can do is pray and hope and everything else for this family member. So, what are you all up to today? Me, not too much. I gotta go to my brother's house later today. Apparently, I got some paperwork from this other guy's insurance company that hit my car. Well, hit the car, I should say. Even though legally the car is still up in my name, I was selling it to one of my sons. But the car is still legally in my name. So, I got to go there and see what's going on with this paperwork and everything so I can sign off on this car and we can get this other check going so my son can buy his car. Buy a car. Not my car. Last night, my son came over here. He wanted a cigarette and to tell me about the paperwork. I was already sound asleep. I heard him knocking on the door and it sounded like somebody was trying to break in. I come flying up out of the bed, went to the door, and it's him. The toilet tank lid. So, I stayed up for a while after that. I just couldn't get back to sleep right away. So I stayed up for a little bit. Went out and set up in the living room. Now, my husband has 2 cats. He has the Bengal mix and then he has the Himalayan. They always sleep up in the bed with my husband. But I noticed for the past few months that his Himalayan's not sleeping up in the bed with my husband anymore. Well, I went out there last night. I fell asleep out there. I fell asleep out there a few nights ago, too. I like to stay up on and watch videos and stuff like that, so I didn't want to wake up my husband the other night, let alone last night, and I just fell asleep up on the sofa. And I noticed that his Himalayan is sleeping with his service dog, the one that's 18 years old. Now, granted, he's technically not a service dog anymore for my husband's PTSD, but he still is. He knows when my husband's going through a moment, and he's like right there to help out my husband, to lift him back up and perk my husband back up. So, yeah, he's 18 years old. He's getting up there, people. Even for a small breed. And he's a Cairn Terrier. That's still pretty old for a small breed. And the poor baby, he's just having accidents everywhere during the night. I have to put out puppy pads for him everywhere. But my husband's Himalayan has been sleeping with him. I thought that was kind of weird. And I mean, they sleep right next to each other. The Bengal's not going to do it. That's just not going to happen with the Bengal. The Bengal rather gouge out the Cairn Terrier's eyes than sleep with him. But the Himalayan, he sleeps with him at night. And I was like, I wonder why Shelby's not in here. And my husband turned around and said, I don't know, maybe it just feels like being out there. Yeah, he's out there because he's sleeping with your dog. And they sleep side by side all night long. My husband has a little dog pillow and blanket under the coffee table for his dog, the Cairn Terrier. Well, his cat, the Himalayan, is sleeping on this pillow and blanket with his dog. So I think that's pretty nice, good, whatever you want to call it. Now, of course, my Border Collie Red Heeler mix, she can't fit up under the coffee table. She can try, but she ain't gonna fit up under there. She's got her little bed made up by the entertainment center. So, but of course, the cats are not gonna sleep with her. Wonder why not, when she's always trying to herd them up into a corner. Yeah. Sometimes I allow her to do it. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, I don't care. They scratch you up and tear you up, I don't want to hear no crying about it. None. No. And I tell her that too, like she can really understand what I'm saying. Not. So, alright, beautiful people. Y'all come back now, you hear?